what's up, Terrifics? Here at PEPCOM's Holiday Show in New York City 2018. I'm Michael Artsis. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. I've got Eric here from ACER, and we're excited about some new Predator laptops and some other laptops to talk about. What's new at ACER?
Well, first off, I want to point out our gaming line. So the Predator Triton 700, this bad boy you see off here to my left, is our newest high-performance gaming system. It's extremely thin, 18 millimeters, and it has the power of a GeForce GTX 1080 graphics card.
So you've got a NVIDIA 1080 graphics card in the mobile one.
Yep.
You've got great cooling still because you need to with a gaming laptop. And then you've got a much smaller footprint than ever before.
Oh, it's thin, it's light. The Z height, what we call thickness, is very, very thin. It's an aluminum chassis. This is a great gaming system. It also has a G-Sync panel, so you're not getting any of the stuttering or tearing that you would with a standard panel, as well as a high refresh rate, 120 hertz. Also has a mechanical keyboard, so very fast-acting, long-lasting, good pressure to the keys. This is a beast of a system, and it's thin and light.
This goes for about $3,000?
Yes, that's right, $3,000.
And it's got a touchpad right here on it, so you can move around that way, use the mouse, and of course, AWSD. This could also be used as a business machine. It can also be used as a video editing machine. So it's kind of like the all-in-one laptop. You no longer have to have just a gaming laptop, and then for business, a smaller, thinner laptop because it's so big you don't want to take it everywhere.
It's powerful enough to play games. It's powerful enough to edit video, music, do any kind of content creation you want to do, and certainly sleek and thin enough to take with you on a business trip or to a business meeting. And it's not over-the-top gaudy with too many lights or bells and whistles that you get embarrassed in a boardroom.
There you go. Very true. Now, it doesn't have a touch screen. It's got the touch bar. Is there a reason why you guys decided not to do a touch screen when a lot of PCs are doing touch screens these days?
Yeah, it just adds to the thickness and the weight and the complexity of assembling or repairing the system. There's just not much need. People that are really going into games, they're using a mouse and a keyboard. They're not touching the screen.
Sure. And this is a 17-inch screen?
No, this is a 15.6.
Wow, it looks a lot bigger. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Looks bigger, but it's also a smaller footprint, like you pointed out.
And then the Predator behind here is the Helios 300. Tell me about that one.
So the Predator Helios 300 is pretty cool. We have a 17-inch and a 15-inch version. It's right now the #1 selling gaming laptop in America. It's part of the Amazon Choice gaming laptop lineup.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We're having fun with that. And it comes in at a much lower price point. We're starting at $1,000. The one at Amazon is $1,049, and it comes with a 1050 graphics, and it builds up from there.
Are all of these ready to do VR? Because it seems like you guys are stepping into VR pretty big time.
So that's kind of an interesting question. VR typically is going to start at a 1060 graphics. Mixed reality, however, which is mostly VR but a little bit different, can actually work with discrete, the integrated graphics, the UMA graphics, and also probably would suggest 1050 or above.
Very cool. How much does this go for this setup?
So the ACER Windows Mixed Reality headset sells for $399. It does include the 2 controllers. Some of the other options on the market, the controllers are extra.
Very cool. I like that. I got to try that after we finish the interview.
Absolutely.
Talk about this. This is a Chromebook, and Chromebooks, all I see advertised now are Chromebooks are faster and better than ever. Walk me through it.
So it's interesting you mentioned the advertising because this is a feature by Google and Best Buy, nationwide advertising, go big, talking about this particular Chromebook. It's on shelf at Best Buy. It's $399. They're saying go big because you have the large 15.6-inch screen. It's IPS, it's full HD, and it's a nice aluminum chassis. And a lot of power from an Intel processor. Some of the other products on the market are going with ARM processors, which are efficient, but maybe not quite as powerful.
And it's your Chromebook, so you know it's a very robust work laptop but it has to be connected really to operate. Is that still the case?
Actually, a lot of the apps now are being optimized to work in offline mode, and just when they connect, they'll refresh or update any data. So if you're working on a document, for instance, you won't have the most current version, but any edits you have will save and then upload later.
And it's very much created for doing business, doing work, maybe watching YouTube videos, surfing the web, stuff like that, checking email.
Yeah, it's not so much for heavy content creation, although you can do some. It's not for 3D modeling and rendering and things like that.
This is an i7, very serious i7 processor. What about that? Is that an i5 or is that also an i7?
So we have a variety of configurations, but i5 and i7 are in the lineup.
Very cool. And then you've got, is this a Windows tablet?
This is a Windows 2-in-1 detachable. Okay. So this is what we call the Switch 7. This will be shipping in December. So at $11.99, It's an i7 processor. It has integrated or discrete graphics, the MX150, and it also has a fanless cooling solution. So there's less power draw on the battery. There's no noise that's being generated from it. And also, most importantly, it stays clean of any kind of dust accumulation. So that means it's going to be more efficient over time.
I like that. So it's actually cooling itself. There's actually a method of cooling itself without a fan. Not just from like, well, it's got vents.
So yeah, it's what we call the dual liquid loop cooling solution. So there's one closed loop for this GPU and one closed loop for the CPU.
In here?
Yes, in there. It also, by not having the fan, means it's a thinner device.
That's very impressive.
Along with that, it has an auto-deploying kickstand. So when you set it down on a surface, it pops out, and it's easy to adjust the position with just
What's this go for?
So $1199 is the starting price point. That'll be an i7 processor. We might eventually bring it down to i5. It will include, by the way, a Wacom stylus and the keyboard. And some of the other solutions on the market, you have to pay extra for those.
Very nice. I like this a lot. And then this is a 2-in-1 as well.
So this is the Spin 5. This is a convertible, so the screen does not detach, but you get some of the functionality of being able to convert the screen all the way around and use it, in this case, in a tent mode, perfect for when you're on a long flight across the country. It has some really unique technologies we built in. Of course, it works with a stylus because you have a touch screen. The hinge, we call dual torque hinge. So it has a nice, easy opening, and then it'll solidify or harden up so it's you don't push it too far and it won't wobble. And then it has a neat, something we've been using for a while, solution for the antenna. Because it's a metal chassis, the antenna would otherwise be blocked. The signal would be blocked. So we have this thing called exoamp antenna that we've been working on for 4 or 5 years now. It creates a nice spherical signal on both sides for the Wi-Fi, so it's not blocked. Very
cool. I like that a lot. Now, this one here, what's the keyboard like?
Well, it has a magnet to attach and some pins, so it's powered. It has an illuminated keyboard, and then magnets that attach to the front here, so it elevates the keyboard just a little bit. We had a bit of an accident with the keyboard earlier, otherwise I'd be showing it to you.
Very cool. Battery life, this.
Well, off the top of my head, I can't remember them all, so I'd rather refer you to the USB that has all the specs on it.
Okay. Great. We'll take a look then. Thank you so much. He's Eric. I'm Michael. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. We'll be live at CES 2018, January 9th to 13th. Don't miss a moment. Wall-to-wall coverage on BeTerrific.com. Check out more action like this on our site. Until then, and of course, we'll see you live in January. I'm Michael Artsis. BeTerrific.